Hello. Happy Saturday afternoon to you all, or Saturday morning, or Sunday morning, who knows? Welcome to a Saturday live. I thought the weather's been nice, so I'm gonna grab a few bottles of beer, have a little chow pow for an hour. Let me just get this up. I will also, I've already give Joey a spanner, so I thought, I forgot the window was open. Happy days. So, 99 bottles of beer on the wall. One plant and a dodgy blind, but we're not going there. How are you doing, Joey? Hope you're doing okay, mate. Did you catch much of the Northern Light spectacle last night? It was amazing. It was amazing. The old Northern Lights. We're in again tonight, so hopefully I'll be able to get some footage tonight. Kind of embraced it last night, so 9 bottles of beer and counted down. Reviewing 99 different beers all the way to number 1. Yeah. Not all in one show though, Joey. Although a few people I think have tried that in the past. Yeah. It was decent. Very. In fact, northern France and a little bit further down, they're supposed to get it tonight, so it's even further south tonight. So, which would be pretty cool. Cool. Well, I bought myself a beer. It's not Sierra Nevada. It's just a Sierra Nevada glass. Does that make me look like the craft beer guru again? Never mind. Hope you're all doing well. Like I said, it's 24 degrees today. And to be honest, I think the real feels a little bit hotter with the humidity. So kind of just needed a cold one. So early for a beer, well, at least for me. Yeah. That's one of the problems, Sharky. If we could just work out the time zone that best suits us, we'll all be happy then, won't we? YouTube should just have its own time zone. I reckon that should suffice. It's cold, it's wet. It's not particularly great. It's only Stella Artois filtered, so nothing posh. Just, yeah, you probably see how bright it is outside coming through there. It's a warm one. But I don't think Brad will be around much today. I think he's off to Tenby. Or he should be in Tenby, I think, by now. Lovely place in Wales. Pembrokeshire. Great little area. Got a fantastic pie shop. I know that. No Northern Lights here, just a big lemon in the sky. Last night was awesome. But tonight's supposed to be even better when it comes to the Northern Lights. So apparently it's supposed to be the Northern Lights are clearer skies and a bit more denser tonight as it goes further south. So That's pretty cool. It's amazing sometimes what the world throws at you, isn't it? Put this one back up. I've only got a few beers, so probably an hour or 2 hours, maybe. I did Crummy, but yeah, I think Crummy's up in Scotland, so he's probably got the best view of the lights. So that's not bad. Hopefully we'll get some more decent ones. It was a bit grainy, the photos last night, even on night mode. Kind of, it was picking out a little bit, but not a lot. So, oh, it's big no bread. Oi, oi. We were the one here. Yes. How you doing? I'm all right, mate. I've just been telling people that think you're either in Tenby or on your way to Tenby. I hope you have a good week. So you just missed that bit, but I said you'll probably find him in the pie shop. It goes pie shop, charity shop, pub, bakery, pub, kind of Tenby. May I have a beer later? Well, if you do a live later on, Jackie, oh, I could start out with drum. I know you're later on. It's like later on, so oh, don't go till Monday. Oh, at least you get the nice weather now before you go, Brad. Because you'll probably get them wondering it'll absolutely pee down for the week. But that'll be Wales, won't it? So 9, my time. Yeah, I might be up for a drum or two there, Sharky. Or a beer if I get my ass into gear and go back over the shop. I won't say that too loud though. I suppose I'll just be able to sweat it back out with these temperatures. Well, 28 degrees real feel in the North Yorkshire. What? Tell me about it, my luck. Yeah. Hey, Drewy. Hope you're doing well, mate. I keep tuning into some of your stuff. Can't always comment. So I'm either doing something or too exhausted to type anything in chat. But yeah, hope you all. And nice e-bike, by the way, Drew. Real feel. Yeah, I bet you do, Joey. I bet you do. Yeah, not from Chucky. Yeah, I do listen in. I mean, even sometimes when you've got like all that weird rap music going on, I sit there and just listen sometimes. Lurking. What's the weather going to be tomorrow? Hot, mate. It's another hot one tomorrow. So 20, 24. I mean, obviously, these aren't like hot for Americans, but these are like hot for people in Britain. 200 real feel. And hey up, Jack. How you doing, mate? Hope you, the missus, and the Burns are all right, mate. Escobar. How you doing, Escobar? Hope you and Twisted are doing all right. Let me just see here because Miscellaneous is in chat. So Miscellaneous becomes a mod. I'm just modding people up today, just for the sake of it. I might mod some people up, demote some people. Who knows? I'll have this be, and then when I get my next one, I'll open it up and people can jump up on panel if they wish to do so. But yeah, got a fish and chip review coming up Tuesday. It was a bit brown, as you could probably see by the thumbnail that I've already put out, but that's all right. And then following week is, I don't know if it's a coffee sandwich bar, sat in the park, or it's a curry. I'll determine that. But then I've got cooking videos coming out. Proper council estate, council cooking 101 Thursday. Proper corned beef hash. Not the American version, the poor Northern English version. No trouble. Sir Jack. Oh, Sir Middlethrough. Oh, how are you doing? Well, now that the Yanks have joined in, might as well make it international. Yeah. Cheers, mate. I ain't seen some Middlethroughs here. Oh. Jack says, join my brother. Yeah, so I've got a few cooking videos coming up. Couple of food reviews coming up. Takeout Tuesdays is going to be every week. I'm also thinking of doing some walk with me type things, inspired by Mr. Big Buddy over there in Massachusetts. Just getting out and going to a couple of the national parks, some of the local parks, and why not? Might take a beer with me on the trek just to have at the end as a kind of like incentive. 3-minute walk, 1 hour drinking beer. Probably do that. It is blinding, but even that lightsaber bar up there, natural light, that, mate. People pay a fortune for that. Oh, can I have that? With the little bit of extra natural light coming in. It's already done. It was like that when I moved in. Need to replace them, but they're kind of right down on the list of things that need doing. So, if you turn the side of the light going, looks like a cross. It's a sign. Frosty. Yeah. Don't do churches. I'll leave it like that, just in case if anybody gets any ideas, just to clip me out and put me on a cross. Joey. So, hope you're all doing well. Is anybody having a swift one this afternoon? Obviously, people in the UK. Those in America. How have you started your day? Coffee, tea, Starbucks. Who knows? That's what the vicar said. When having a pop, mate, just make a terrible punt. Yeah, I know that, Jack. I'm not so insecure and uncomfortable. Luke John Cross. Gonna do a bunch of things. But then I got hi, baby, yeah, 'cause I can. I'm not singing anymore because Joey will crop it and he'll put me next to Liam from Travel on and Brews with his nine. Um, and closest places that sells anything to my house is Starbucks. You've got Starbucks like we've just got corner shops, Joey. That's ever so sensitive. Sensitive Nelly. Not drinking much lately as I'm on call, even though I'm retired. Is the on call like family related? Well, because I totally get that bit. I don't have kids, but I'm kind of like the on call babysitter every weekend. Apart from this weekend, because the weather's nice, so they're all at home in the bedrooms playing on the Xbox and the PlayStation, because that's what you do in glorious weather. We have storage places and car dealerships everywhere. One, you drive too much. Two, you collect so much rubbish. You need storage places. Capitalism is rife. Smoke shops that smoke literally nothing. I'm not surprised for you around, Joey. I think those are everywhere though. It's kind of like over here. See, it's a bit different, like the UK to like other European countries, is because almost every shop supermarket sells cigarettes. Where if you go to Spain or France, Italy, it's designated tabacs, like designated tobacco shops that need a special license. They need a license over here, but anybody can apply for a license. They kind of don't keep it separate from your normal retail stuff. So I don't think I have a proper supermarket for £30 for me. No, we got plenty of land and sea, Jack. Plenty of fish in the sea. Um, there's a nice pub just up the road in that little tiny village, and I forgot what it's called. It'll come to me at some point. Jack at the roast done twice. All at 15 different shops. My is great. Is this when you say a stone? Is that like a little pebble? Because thing is, 15 different shops in two stones throws. Yet they still take the car. Still take the car. Wife has numerous upcoming medical scans. Set on the waiting list. So I can call her anytime in a 24-hour period to come in. Yeah. It's like a double sucker punch, that, isn't it? Because one, you're sorting out like the medical things that are going on, and then if you just want to chill and maybe have a beer or a whiskey or something, and then it's like, no, can't. It's I have it. I mean, this week's been a liquid diet week for me. Not beer, non-alcoholic liquid diet, but done five. I said do 6 days, done five. I'm kind of over it now. So 7 pubs, 2 shops, proper British village. Say now, let's put a smile on my face now, Jack. I like that. I'm not walking 0.7 miles, 0.75 each way, bro. taking the car or the moped, the Vespa, crash into a lamppost. We know, Joey. We know. Good job you don't have ULEZ charges, Joey. Hi, Mr. Wilson. Good evening, sir. Whereabouts are you today, Mr. Wilson? What part of the beer world are you in? You're in London. I know he's probably in a pub, or he's thinking about going to a pub. It's a Saturday. Brother David? Mr. Wilson says Jack. A lovely scooter that you ride extremely well, Lord Joey. Watch out for that tree. Or lamppost. I still ain't got that thing fixed. I'm not even joking, Luke. Yeah. It's kind of the good old days when community life was like your pub. I still like going into like North Yorkshire, and you go to like some of the rural villages and stuff, and you've got your pub, which has your corner shop and your post office, kind of all in one little building. You know, and the person's like selling stamps and stuff, and then pulling your pint. It's pretty cool. I know, not had a real beer yet. Just no ABV, Sierra Nevada. Well, I've got Sierra Nevada glass, Mr. Wilson, but it's Stella, unfiltered. I don't have a Stella glass. I haven't been to a pub lately to borrow one, so I suppose this one will have to get used. It's been a while since I had a Sierra Nevada beer, so looks like I never took up. Wife doesn't come visit her during the 4 years at Cambridge Uni. Yeah. Cambridge is alright, but it's just in the south. That's the only thing wrong with it. If I drive a mile, put my hands up to 10 people at least. Everyone loves everyone around here. Everyone knows everyone, yeah. Yeah, they do it on Isla as well, Jack. There's a thing called the Isla Wave, and every single vehicle you go past, it's all small towns haven't lost their identity and the way of life as such, which is kind of one of the reasons why, like, when I went to London, it was like a little bit too much, because it was like, blinking hell, what's this? Like, the only high rise in my town was like 8 floors, and it had flats. That was it, just well, 2 buildings. You go to London, everything's a high rise, you know. So it was kind of like, wow. But then can't find your way around London. Some people can. Mr. Wilson probably. I also have a box of 4 torpedo variants. The Stout Partner in fridge. Yeah, I was gonna get that box, Mr. Wilson. I don't know what stopped me in the end. I think it's just because like I totally went off craft beer for a bit, so I just was like, no. And then while I was away in Scotland, my brother drank my Trip in the Woods rum barrel aged quad. You know, not a big deal. £24 a bottle. And then I tried to buy another one and totally sold out. So I don't know if they're going to bring that back or not. I'm not sure, but hopefully they do because it's a bloody good beer. Things don't change too much around here. Yeah, yeah, sold out again. Yeah, I liked their the fans box last year, even though it was delayed for a few months. Um, but that box was pretty decent. To be fair, it was the red was good, the IPA. I mean, most of them were like 6-7% ones, so it wasn't too bad. But I shared them with a friend because at the time I wasn't supposed to be drinking at all because there were small bottles. I did save one of each. Should have done a review. Could have had some content for the channel. Well, that stand's finished with. I don't have any more Stella. I'm kind of going to move up in the world a little bit and then back down. I'm going to go Star Priming next. Not even the unfiltered. I don't know why my Asda's not stopping the unfiltered anymore. But that was the best Star Prime because it was kind of the most natural and close to the original as well. So yeah, that's a bit disappointing. And then I got a Madry Tyson Fury on a bottle. Who knows? Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I kept one one bottle of each, and then give the rest out. Um, wish I kept them, but at that time I didn't know how long I was going to be drinking. Hey up, Simo. How you doing, mate? Good win for City earlier. Watch that match. They were only playing Fulham, so wasn't a surprise. But I think I think you find a couple of new decent potential forwards going forward without having to buy big. I think there's a few players there that are like really in form now, so that's pretty cool. And I've just made you a mod as well, Simo. Um, yeah, Gretel on the 1K. Yeah, Simo, 1,000 subs the other day, a couple of days ago. Yeah, he had a stream last night, which was a bit wild at times, but who knew that Simo could pull off a 1970s porn star? Who knew? Who knew? Good. Just got home. Yeah, time for a little lunch. A quick trip to the bottle shop. Did you get anything nice, Simo? Yeah, Mr. Wilson. I'm just going to do my own proper live tonight. Did one last night with Paul. It went a bit Pete Tong. Yeah, I think I used the term Pete Tong as well last night. It did, but it was still even after kind of got rid of all like the Russian bots. You kind of you still had like upwards of 30 people in chat, which is pretty decent for a live stream, to be honest. So you just say grats. You're still Wilson. Well, grats. Like a teenage girl. Teenage he might have meant to say like grazie or I don't know. Sometimes Mr. Wilson just drops the odd thing and that makes you just sit back and go, what? Well, I'm going to go hop and get another beer. Well, not hop because that'd be a bit stupid and childish, wouldn't it? I'm going to grab a beer, come back, and then I'll drop the link in chat if anybody wants to join. So us humans. YOLO, Mr. Wilson. I remember having to Google search what that meant years ago. Jack. Didn't have a clue. It's like, what the bloody hell? YOLO? On the wiser. Oh, terrible, Jack. Terrible, mate. Well, I've rinsed the glass out, just in case if any of you think, don't you want to drink it from the same glass? Different beers? Shocking. Start Crown, 660ml, brewed in the UK. Oh, breaks me heart. Really does. I need to get back out to Prague. It's been a couple of years now, and yeah, I miss it. I miss the city, miss the culture, the food, definitely the beer. You're not going to do a ticket? Oh, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Not too bad, I suppose. A little bit of head on there. Never mind. Never mind. It's cold. That's the main thing. I mean, I'm sweating just sat here. I do have a couple, Mr. Wilson. But why wash more glassware? Especially when it's this hot. Too bloody hot. It's still 24 degrees. And because it's humid, it feels hotter. It feels hotter than that. So, about this, it's a bit mad. The pizza IPA. I mean, I know Disco and Mr. Wilson straight away try that. Fast fashion pizza IPA. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Big's alright, to be honest. When Liam came up, the little craft bar that I go to whenever fancy craft beers. Went there, they had a few Beacon, which was pretty good. The other beer to mix with it. Pizza and pineapple beers. Now we're talking. Try its own. But for the ultra experience, blend it in the same glass as Beak's new double dry up pale ale. Pineapple, it shouldn't work, but it does. Now there's one. Did you get pineapple too? Similar as on the tap. Drank half of each, then did the mix. So what did you think of the mix then, Mr. Wilson? Let's get this link. As I said, I'm only going to be on till 27, maybe 7 o'clock. And obviously, as always, if you're going to come up, don't show me anything that you shouldn't be showing me. It's not that type of channel. Gone up in the world. Who knew? Northerner moving up in the world. Unbelievable, Jeff. Wasn't too bad mixed. Preferred the pizza as it was. I mean, it was only time, wasn't it, where kind of you mix it, it's like, does pineapple belong on pizza in beer format? I mean, I'm still waiting for someone to do bacon. I'd love someone to do like a bacon, sausage, and egg beer. That would take the hospital liquid diet to a new level, wouldn't it? 5.4% breakfast stout. So, or something like that. I wouldn't do it as like a fruit ale or something. But, yeah, Jack might have actually grown a bit of hair now. He hasn't been seen for that long. I highly doubt it, though. Highly doubt it. Sure, I've had a bacon vodka. That'll probably be alright. I've had plenty of like licorice vodka, toffee vodka, cherry fudge, and all that. But savoury stuff, I'm like, I try it out just for the sake of trying it out. But a lot of the vodka that I do like to get is either Steel River, which is like my very local one, which is run by a good friend of mine, or Priory vodka, just here in North Yorkshire, and they do like a proper potato vodka. So it's still kind of like starchy, thick, rich, full of flavour, that type of thing. And yeah, some of their vodkas are fantastic. It's not vegan, as included black pudding. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Let's chuck a bit of haggis in there as well, Mr. Wilson. Bit of HP sauce. I've actually the Bangers and Mash video that I've got coming out not next week, the week after. I've done that using Noel Potts caramelized onion gravy that you get in the supermarket by HP. So HP have brought out their own onion gravy. Obviously, I've put extra onions in and stuff, but haggis, yeah, we're talking. haggis, black pudding. Let's just go the whole hog. Chuck a little bit of tripe on there. Put it in with a bubbling squeak. Give it a bit of texture. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. You'll pretend that a Yorkshireman when we all know he's just a wannabe Geordie. I was going to say way man, but that would be wrong. I do support Newcastle Falcons though in the rugby, so there is that. If that class me as a Geordie, I don't know. Don't care much for the football. If you do get back to London, there's a Scottish deli to try near Angel. Yeah, I've heard there's. It might have been you, Mr. Wilson, that told us before. Said about how there's a brand new Scottish deli that's opened. Everything's Scottish. I'm like, no, we're talking. I mean, to be honest, that so Annandale Distillery is only about 2 hours away from me, and I'm like, maybe one day, a couple of months' time, I might take my mum, take her out and treat her a little bit because that breakfast was superb. Trying to convince Paul because that haggis was, yeah. I know you were similar. Because I said, unfortunately, I didn't catch any haggis, even though I tried. Even the sophisticated ones that like the very posh whiskey, but SJ just takes anything in, doesn't he? But he just kind of like a sponge. No one pretends to be from Yorkshire. If they ain't from Yorkshire, old hag. I'll spell that one so and then I can go back to it. He works for Scottish Parliament in London. I'd food from a few of his pop-ups. They were great. Ah, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I've got a because obviously a few years ago, I think a few people know, I used to do a lot of food festivals and street food pop-ups and things like that. And one of my friends over the years that we got to know, called Matt, he does one of the best Korean street food stalls that there is, like full authentic, none of this toned down to the English palate type thing. And yeah, different cultures just get me. It's like I like it. When it comes to food, it's like obviously apart from mushrooms, I'm like no to mushrooms. When it comes to food, I suppose try anything. I've done the frog's legs. I've done the snails. Done the haggis, the tripe, the liver. I'm just not a fun guy, Simo. I'm just not a fun guy, mate. Really shocks me you like food festivals, Luke. Next you be telling me Simo's not a fan of haircuts or something ridiculous. Oh no, Simo loves haircuts. But he just goes in just to get it shaped at the back. Obviously, we don't see it. No, I used to sell. So I used to do. First, I started off doing homemade soups. So everything fresh, homemade, no preservatives, nothing else. Just turn up at the farmer's market, sell the soup. It's good for like 3 days. That was it. Nothing added to it. You can't keep it for any longer than that. And then developed. Then I went into like the Indian fusion street food. So like samosas, I used to put like a Sunday dinner in a samosa, an all day breakfast in a samosa, hunter's chicken, all that type of just different stuff. I did a Christmas one, which was the brandied apple pie, mince pie, samosa type thing with extra sugar on top. They went down the storm. So yeah, I didn't, you know, I can't see any of Jack's comments. You're probably on top chat, mate. Jack hasn't got anything called top banter, so he just goes in that other column. Yeah, that's what it is. He's got no top chat. Trim fairly often. Yeah. Keep it tidy. I know this is due. This is due another one. Get the grey hair out. I'm 34. I can't be having grey hair so far. I can see is we have this every time. This issue is definitely his end. Oi oi. Hashtag Manscaped. It's a way to do it. It's a way to do it. I'm not going to leave that comment up just in case if anybody just jumps in and then goes, why are we talking about manscaping? It's just Jack. It's not the best, but it's cold and wet. Some people on YouTube. No comment. No comment. Yeah, that does take some doing, Jack. That does take some doing. Need to see what that does. Steven Seagal's hair and beard. Yeah, but yours is well formed, Mr. Wilson. I mean, like that time I met you in London, it was like pristine, not one hair longer than the other. It was total like he spent 15 hours just on his beard. That's what Mr. Wilson vibe give off. Man who takes real care and pride in the beard. I mean, it was alright until I called him Santa and gave him a big bear hug. He toddled off then with the rest and said, "Oh, well, let's go for another beer." Now he's gone. Oh. I think I drank most of the time. No, you were like a very well manicured Santa Claus, Mr. Wilson. Head absolute bald, back nose 8 bars, thriving. Of course it is. I mean, to be honest, Jack, when you start standing in farmers' fields, mate, I'm not surprised. Bit pecked off the top, everywhere else grown. That's why gardeners sometimes it's like gardeners, yeah, like me. We get fat fingers. Always been stuck in the earth. Green grass. I can see it. Yeah, when he's not all done up. Yeah. Bit shaggy. Yeah, yeah. I see it now, Jack. Yeah, I see it. The actual plate green grass started a couple of years ago, didn't he? Actually, out of Heartbeat, I think there's about 6 or 7 of them that have died. I mean, some of them were getting on when the show was out when, so but some of them died. I mean, Squib's son died before the old man in real life. That was just how it is. Happy. Da, 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 da. Been a Heartbeat, Gromont in North Yorkshire. Lovely place. Not much to see though. I mean, people still flock there. They get a lot of international visitors now because it's kind of like making its way around the globe bit by bit. It's still very popular in some countries, even though it hasn't been on TV for about 15 years. Other parts of the world are catching up. But there's not much there. You know, they called it Aidensfield, but it's just a nice part anyway. Nice part of the world just to be in. Steam trains going past. In fact, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I might do a video from the North York Moors Railway. I might try and see if I can do something with them. That'd be pretty cool. Went to a beer tasting with Elusive in the week. If you come across a beer called Super Red, highly recommend. Super Red from Elusive. I'll keep note on that, Mr. Wilson. Peter's one of the latest shows in Wales. Yeah. That and Ground Force. Alan, Charlie, Tommy. They're the three everybody knows. Nobody knew the other one. Mind you, Charlie soon changed a bit, didn't she? Mind you, though, she's had a bit of a rough life after Ground Force, hasn't she? So to be expected. She does that garden rescue now, doesn't she, on the telly? Which is pretty cool. I've got the Adam Richman saved up on Food Network. He's just done that tour of the UK. But I've been on Twitter and I was tweeting him. Oh, sorry, X, open bracket, formerly Twitter, close bracket. I said you really need to do like the world of cheese. Like do a show all about cheese, the world of cheese, and then get a Wensleydale. Because he went to Cheddar Gorge, but I'm like, most cheddar isn't from Cheddar Gorge. It's a nice place, but it's just all the beers were good, but that stood out. Do like an impy. Thing is, Mr. Wilson knows that I too like an impy. I might have to delve back into get the hospital stuff out of the way with. Because stuff was supposed to be done, then it got pushed back another 6 months. So I'm in that wait for another 6 month phase, which isn't doing me any good, to be honest. But nothing I can do about that. So, I mean, even something like the weight's come back on, I can feel it. But I think everything that they were doing has kind of stopped working because it was only a 6 month thing anyway. So, what we'll see. We will see. Now that we've mentioned Heartbeat, I've got like Lovejoy. in my head now. Yeah. Antiques. Love it. Going to visit Siren's new bar in Reading next week. Yeah. And Siren opening up a couple of places, I heard. Or is this just like the new one with potentially more in the pipeline? I'm sure I heard that they were gonna have like a couple of places. I'm not sure. I mean, on the beer front, great thing is, you know, that brew place, which I normally just call Brew Pussy. Mr. Watts has stood down. Now, I said a couple of weeks ago, give it 8 years, that won't be around anymore. And who knows? But they certainly didn't deliver on what they were hoping to. So, well, I was never a fan of Brewdog anyway. Same as Tiny Rebel, not a fan. I don't like how, they want to start off as craft beer, real craft, doing quality beers and everything else, and then Supermarket comes along and the quality and everything just takes a nosedive, and it's like, yeah, we're not bothered. We're in with the supermarket now, and we're making loads of money, loads of profit on delivering just rubbish. Kind of ruins it for me a little bit. This is the first. I think to see how it goes. Already have nice tap room at the brewery. Yeah, I mean, for me, like many of the breweries do have great tap rooms at the brewery, but I'd like to see, like, my business mind says take your tap room and put it in town. We talk about death of the high streets and things, and pubs closing and things like that, and you think, instead of, I mean, let's face it, most breweries are on industrial estates. It's kind of a destination thing to go to. But if it was in town, you'd have that regular footfall. You can get rid of beers that are sat around in kegs or cans and things like that, and you can kind of push stock out while still marketing and doing them things. So my business brain just says, well, clear thing would be open up a bar. Kind of. Yeah, I mean, I know. What does anybody else think? They were bought by AB InBev. Yeah. Well, one of them already took out £500,000 worth of shares in Heineken, didn't they? So probably the Heineken route. That's what they're doing. Should get some good footfall. Then it's a very good place to drink as is. Yeah, I mean, we've got Three Brothers, which is my local brewery, and I know them quite well. Their brewery tour, as it was, or as it is like extremely popular. They'll get 50 people in on a Friday night for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and they all pay £20 to get in, and then you can drink, whatever beers are on tap. There's usually about 5 or 6 beers. A high number of them then buy beers to take away with them, so different cans and bottles and things like that. But the clever part of that is because they go on a tour, they take a beer down to the brewery floor, and the tour lasts up for about 45 minutes to an hour. So then they've got an hour and a half to then drink the different beers that they've kind of already paid for. I've been on that tour now for about 20 times. I've never been on a tour. I know what it is. I've been around it myself, but I've never. It's kind of, if you're paying £20, you've got 2.5 hours to try the beers. Get as many in as you can. But that's kind of one of the ways where breweries that might struggle a little bit, that's a way for them to do it. So you say, we'll do a brewery tour, you pay your £20, but you can have as much as you like to drink on whatever beers that we put out. And it's a great business case to kind of do it like that, because you're guaranteed that income. So if you get 50 people in, they're all paying £20 each. There's £1,000 guaranteed without people buying beers and everything else to take away with them. You know what I mean? So it's a very clever way of boosting up the coffers and making sure that you stay afloat, which I think is good. And obviously, the beers you put on tap could just be the beers you want to get rid of. They're not going as well, so just chuck them on tap. People are going to drink them. They think, oh, because the mindset of some people is you pay 20 quid. It doesn't matter what it tastes like, just get it down you. It's only 20 quid. Let's get as many as we can. It's only 2.5 hours, so that's just in case if any breweries are watching, or brewery owners. Who knows? Or even people that work in breweries. I did mention it to Paul's Beer Reviews once. I said, like, the creative juices where he works, could probably say brewery tour, 5 taps to choose from, £50, give them a 2.5 hour limit. If you get 40, 50 people in, all spending 50 quid each, you're talking like 2.5 grand guaranteed for one night before they've even bought anything else. So, yeah. There you go. That's my business advice to the brewing industry. Just don't call me a dragon. That's going down all right. So, hope you're all well anyway, and enjoying the weekend and the hot weather. Depends on where you are in the world. I was thinking of doing a live tomorrow, but I thought it's hot today and I can do with a few cold ones. So, kind of what all this nonsense is about. I don't know if you can see that little green line there. The light coming in, pinging off the camera. I kind of feel like I'm a bit guillotined. Like there's the mark. Take it off. But it does go off when I block that sun out. On that note, I'm going to wash this glass and get the next beer. It's only Madrid, but yeah, I'll be back in about 3 minutes. So if you're hanging around, I'll see you then. Um, no, Phil. I think Phil's at work tomorrow, so I don't think he was having a beer today. And you've probably already seen, Mr. Wilson, that oh, where have I gone? Yourself and Steve parted ways over a few matters, but yeah, I did do a private stream with Phil yesterday, which was pretty good. But once again, clean glass and a Madry. I remember when this came out, it was just after lockdown. It was kind of one of those beers that was in every pub. It was alright on draft, to be honest, for the first couple of months. I think it kind of outperformed their expectations, and then kind of went downhill a little bit. But it was alright on draft. I'll say that. Now I was a craft beer snob, wasn't I, at the time? But yeah, it was alright on draft. So WB. WB, but it looks alright. Same as every other macro lager in the UK. Same thing. I just noticed I've got the Scotland background on. I didn't need that on, but there you go. There, little change up. Little change up. No, a few things happened a couple of nights ago, Mr. Wilson, and yeah, leave it at that because I'm not into creating drama and such, unless if it's like my own drama in chat that people come for. But yeah, kind of is what it is. But there you go. Every Every cloud has a silver lining. Oh, this is alright. Yeah, I do actually have a cider after this. A bottle. I did buy it. But I might go back to the shop if Simo would be willing to let me up, or even Sharky later on tonight. So it's actually the first beer I've had. So obviously we went to Scotland the Friday before Scotland, which was 3 weeks ago. That was like the last proper time when I had like a couple of pints. That sun's right there, isn't it? It's just off point. Never mind. Oh, let me change position. Won't be nice and it won't have a plant in the background, but at least that sun won't be there. Let me just spin that around. Spin me right round, baby, right round. Da, 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 da. Let's move position. Oh. Oh. Let's. Wait. That's it. It's not the best. Do something. I have the close horse thing. Not as nice as the plant, is it? But that's. I mean, it was better in the back of my neck anyway. I'm trying to remember. No, it's. You can move that around a little bit. And then you haven't got the clothes horse, and there we go. Oh, we're sweat today. What temperature is it still? Let's have a look. Yeah, so it's after 6 o'clock and it's still 22 degrees. 81% humidity. It's in on my phone, which just means it's sticky. That's what it means. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, I've got a few things coming up on the channel. Last month, my YouTube studio gave me April in numbers. I don't know if anybody else was on YouTube as busy as me. I don't know, but it was 14 videos, 7 shorts, 27 live streams, and 8 posts. That was April. I've done a little bit less this month, just because we've had bank holiday and things like that. But there's going to be quite a few things coming out over the next couple of weeks. Monday, I've got my tea time live scheduled. If anyone doesn't know, tea time live is just I grab a cup of tea, we sit for half an hour, we have a chat, and just a way of people that maybe will live alone or a little bit stressed or anything else can just relax a little bit. And you know, I kind of always think like sometimes when people live alone, sometimes it's nice when there's lives on because they do get a chat to people, so they don't feel too isolated for anything. So that's on Monday. Tuesday, I've got the fish and chip takeout Tuesday, 6 o'clock. That is every Tuesday. Thursday, I've got a coffee morning or coffee time, as it is. That's probably going to be early hours again, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., that type of thing. And again, just usually about half an hour again for that one. People waking up, that type of thing, having a coffee, just wanting that type of stuff. Thursday evening, I've got my first council cooking video to put up, which is proper Northern English corned beef hash with beans. And then who knows what the weekend will bring. There's nothing planned for the weekend, but that could soon change. Monday, Tuesday. It's Monday, Tuesday. What I learned recently was people on where I live, we don't pronounce the H in words. So when we say air, it's a handlebar, the handlebar. It never occurred to me until I was up on Isla and a family member pointed it out. Said, "Yeah, I can tell you from Teesside because you don't pronounce the H's." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh, yeah." There's that. Yeah. Wait until you hear me say butter. The butter, Joey. Yeah. Butter. Put some butter in. Put butter in, mash. Make it creamy. I do try to be a little bit more sophisticated when I'm on here, but it doesn't always work. It's Joey of all people taking the mickey. Yeah. I was saying similar. If you were live tonight, I might hop on yours for a bit, and then I know Sharky said he I think I'm back. Screen now. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, sorry about that. StreamYard kicked me, and I couldn't work out how to get back in. Sorry about that. Can't break your way with that. Yeah, StreamYard just kicked me. Just totally just booted me out of the whole thing. I was like, what? Where have I gone? Internet killed the YouTube star. StreamYard did. I'll blame that Dana. Hi, I'm Dana from StreamYard. He got excited. Yeah, got excited to talk about more beer. Disconnect the Ethernet cable. That's going back some years. It's a lie. It lives. Yeah, StreamYard just booted me out. Just totally just kicked me out of the whole thing. The internet connection never dropped because I could still get the YouTube up. Well, the comments and everything coming up with it. I blame Dana. Dana from StreamYard. Get lost, pet. Get in the bin. Yeah, so I was saying, if Simo's live, I might join Simo if you'll have me. And then Sharky said he might do a live stream, so I reckon that's it's 2,000 steps to the shop and back. 4,000 steps, I reckon I've burned 200 calories. I reckon that's another 4 beers. It's 500 calories per beer. YOLO, as Jack said earlier. I don't know if it's doing it again. Last comment is still similar. It lives. Don't know if anyone's posted anything after that. I'm not sure. Oh. So what time are you planning on going live, Simo? Would you like to do the start late, finish late? I'm like 5 miles away from you. I used to do that, Joey. Well, just before lockdown. So before lockdown, I used to do a minimum of 20 kilometers on the bike, and then I used to do between 12 to 16,000 steps a day. And then during lockdowns, when I got the illness and ended up putting on 16 and a bit stone with the new year. But yeah, I used to love, mind you, I used to love cycling to about getting back, but always managed it. You lose, yeah, about 8. Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. So similar about 8, Shaki about 9. Which if Shaki says 9, it means 10. Or 3 in the morning. Who knows? Right. Rest of that bottle's gone. Not bad. Hey, you guys. Kind of thing going through the glass there. But yeah, for something that was unplanned, I'm enjoying just chilling. I've done a liquid diet all week, as per hospital orders. I'm in hospital again next Tuesday, so hopefully that goes well again. Yeah, should be home Wednesday. Coffee morning Thursday. If not, the coffee morning's coming from the hospital Thursday. Um, yeah, let's just see. Let's see where we are. It's all fun. It's all fun and love and war. I can even pull it down, can I? There you go. I'm not just like the talking head now of heart attack. Heart attack. I don't sound like a Scouser. Thursday. Yesterday. Yeah. It's all accents, Joey. It's all accents. I struggle with like the S's, because I kind of like put like the snake, like that type of thing in it. So I'm like, oh, senses. So it just the accent. It's just the accent. It's all fun and games till someone ends up with a big bottle of glass. Yeah, to be honest, that was Liam. Sorry about. Yeah, that was Liam from Travelling on Brews. Gave me a spent the night before I went to Scotland. Ended up throwing up and sleeping with the dog. He had a great night. But for whatever reason, the dog loved him after that, so he must have tickled the belly right. Wow. I would have done this from the garden today. It's probably just a little bit too warm outside, so not that bad. Have I give everyone that was in my chat a mod yet? I think I have. Well, those that have commented, obviously. Those that haven't commented, I can't give you a mod at the moment. But yeah, I'm sure we'll get there. Scott from Scott Review Things is going live shortly. Which, if anybody wants to jump over after this, and then before Simo's live at 8. Yeah, kind of doing the YouTube train as it was. Kind of like pass the parcel with you lovely people. Wet. I probably out the 3 beers that I've had today, I'm probably going. Star Prime is the better one. Stella Unfiltered, then the Madry. Out of those 3. I do have a cider to enjoy after this one. So I'm going to be on till about 7. Then I'll jump off. I may have a shower myself, and then nip to the shop, grab a couple more bottles, because unlike when I was doing craft beer a couple of years ago, where I used to have a fridge bloody stacked full of beer, it's now stacked full of Fuel 10K breakfast drinks and water. So it's kind of how mad that's changed. So I don't actually have beer in the house anymore, other than whiskey, um, spirits. But I usually only drink them very late at night when I'm wanting like a Simo slippery nipple or something like that. Then it gets a bit messy. Simo slippery nipple. That's got me in a few bad ways a couple of times. And the slippery nipple is Jack Daniel's whiskey, a spiced pineapple rum, and a cherry whiskey liqueur on top. Put it in a glass. Usually I've had it neat. Obviously, you can add a little bit of Coke or whatever. But yeah, that's what sent Liam from Travel and Brews over the edge. I mean, he was already spilling beer all over me carpets, and um, I think I kind of remember him humping my bed at one point. I don't know why. And it ended up on the floor a few times. But yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, wrong, just wrong. It was. I created that just for one of Simo's live streams. That might have been the night when I asked him to call me daddy. If I got with his mother, maybe. It was a long night. But luckily, I don't have many of those nights now. So I'm quite like content with that. Like now, like the only time I have any alcohol is just when I'm on live. I get drinking back, not obviously tea time and stuff and coffee time. So I mean, my kind of alcohol intake's gone way down. Even with the trip to Scotland, drinking the whiskey, kind of like over the course of the year, probably average like, I don't know, 60-70% less alcohol this year than last year. Even though last year I had 5 month without anything to drink as well due to the hospital stuff. So yeah, getting there. Well, I'm gonna grab my last drink and then come back to all use. So I'll only be a couple of minutes. And I am back. And I'm back. Back again. Just getting a bit. So this is the Thatcher's apple and blackcurrant cider. Is it 4%? Yeah, 4%, 500ml bottle. 50 stole our milk. Now we're buying the cider. Bit political. Very sparkling. Really sparkling. Oh, it's carbonated. It is carbonated. Crikey. Yeah. Sure, this one will do. Oh, quite sweet. Sweet, syrupy. Artificial blackcurrant. There's a dryness of apple cider there, or even pear actually. No, it's probably apple. Mm. I normally only drink Ampleforth Abbey, which is an old abbey in North Yorkshire. They do a cracking 8% apple cider. I'm trying to give these fruity ones a go. They're just kind of very syrupy, very sweet. Kind of like sours, just without all the extra sugar. Or maybe more sugar, but less zing. It is refreshing though, even though it is sweet. It's making my eyes go a little. Oh. I like to take pride in my teeth, nice and white. But yeah, I can kind of feel it in the gums, the sugar sticking. Yeah, not the best one, but you know, we're here. Yeah, okay, as a one-off, can't drink many. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that. Very sweet. I can't remember like when like all the fruited cider like really came out. It was like, especially in pubs. Remember when Strongbow Dark Fruit came out, and everybody used to flock for the Strongbow Dark Fruit. And then you got Brothers cider. Then Magnus brought one out. Then it was Copperberg. Then it was Old Moot. and then Thatcher's, and then I don't know if I think Inches have done a couple of fruit ones. Kind of takes away from the history of cider making, doesn't it? A little bit. I still prefer my Ampleforth Abbey. I don't think that's going to change. The thing with Ampleforth Abbey as well is they do a cracking apple juice as well. So not only do the cider, they do a cracking apple juice with the same apples that go in the cider. I think they've got. Last time I was talking to them, I actually went out and seen it, and I think they were saying they had like 120 different varieties of apples. It's a really old place as well. Really old place. But I suppose they have to adapt. Same as the beer industry done, so yeah. I've had a few lilies. I usually tend to have lily cider either when I'm in Norfolk and Great Yarmouth, or beer festivals. When a beer festival says they've got a cider offering, usually it's lilies. Um, and some of their stuff is good. Um, but I suppose kind of like, are they growing to be kind of more mass market now and leaving like the original cider alone? I'm not sure, but I think the first one I had from them was oh, I think it was like a peach and either peach and passion fruit or peach and papaya or something like that. It was some year ago. It was 6, 7 years ago, I think. They were only new on the scene, but yeah. Mostly when you go to beer festivals, you go in the mindset of wanting a beer. But I don't mind jumping into, if I kind of like feel like I've had enough of lagers and IPAs and pale ales and blondes and golds and stuff. Fancy a change. I usually look at a cider, followed shortly by whatever the whiskey offering is. I mean, it's only, I think it's about 6 weeks until those that have been around for a while will know. Not last year, the year before, I did a full live stream from St Mary's Church Beer Festival, and I set myself up in the church, and we had 2 cameras, 3 cameras going. I may get back in touch with them and say, do you fancy doing it again? But I'm hoping by then, whatever needs sorting out in the hospital next week and in a few weeks' time gets done, and I might be able to. But that was a pretty good live stream. I thought. I think I had about 7 or 8 different beers, all halves. I think it went down quite well. They're in Morrison. had a dry cider from there a few weeks back with dry traditional cider. Yeah, I mean, I really like the kind of dry cider. Like where it kind of like pulls your cheeks in a little bit, and you kind of you really get it. I suppose it's not great if you've got dentures or things like that. Where you kind of like pucker up a little bit. But like I said, I'm up for happy to at 8%, 8% cider, which is great. I think they've ventured into doing a couple of fruit ones, but it's very limited in what they offer. Which, if you go for a cider, you may as well go for the best. That I think, anyway. They also do a what was it? They do a Duvel, I think. Let me check. I'm sure it was a Duvel. Yeah, it is. Full-bodied Abbey Duvel brewed in Yorkshire, but in a Belgian Trappist style. And kind of the reason why it's in a Belgian Trappist style is so the Trappist type of beers originally came from the UK, but Belgium just kind of perfected it and made it their own. I kind of think they were called Beer Anglaise, I think they were. I think it was meant to be brewed in France, but then Belgium and all that came about and different type of court thing, and yeah, kind of something to do with the French king. Yeah, 7%. And for Abbey Duvel Trappist beer, that is a great beer. I've had that quite a few times, bottle conditioned. And I mean, most people won't have ever heard of them, but yeah, the kind of very traditional. In fact, it's still a monk. Or was it? No, I think he stepped down. There was a monk that presided over it a few years ago that still kept traditional recipe and everything else still going. I don't think he's there now. It's still going, but I just don't think it's through the monks anymore, or the monk as it was. Well, they do some great stuff. They really do. I'm up for. Yeah, so their only beer is the Duvel. Says driven from England at the time of the Reformation, the community of Benedictine monks found their way to France. They were given a derelict cloister at de Dieulouard by the Duke of Lorraine, determined to survive the needed income, and that income came from brewing beer. Not just any beer, beer anglaise. I said that. I knew that was the to brewed in France, made with hops and barley, then double fermented, It was strong and sparkled like champagne. Such was its appeal that, contrary to the law of the times, the Benedictine monks received permission to sell their beer to the court of Lorraine. The Duke even gave money and materials. So King Louis so even King Louis himself had the beer and donated into it, and it's the same recipe that's been there ever since. Working closely with Wim van der Spek, head brewer at the Little Valley Brewery in Hebden Bridge. Hebden Bridge is obviously where Vocation is. The monks of Ampleforth have once again begun to sell La Bière Anglaise, following extensive research. Within the monastery, the techniques and fragments of information produce the Ampleforth Abbey Duvel. So, yeah, great bit of history and all that with their beers as well. So yeah, I really like them. Ampleforth Abbey. Make sure I put the H in. Ampleforth. Bit posh. I might actually do a review of that. Maybe get a couple of sizes of theirs as well. Why not? Might do it on one of my walks. I might walk past their place, Ampleforth. Maybe walk through the orchard and stuff, and yeah, get one of their beers and try it on a walk. Maybe set me up for the day. Well, on that note, which wasn't a Lord's beer or a sleep, but it was the glass that I was using. I'm going to call it. Hopefully, I'll be on Simo's. That's Simo Subs channel in an hour's time. And then maybe over on Sharky's. So thank you all for joining. Hope you've all had a good day, and hope you all have an amazing weekend. And if I don't see you before, hope next week you can achieve something positive, or you do something positive for somebody else, and bring a little bit of joy and light and everything else in the world. That's probably as religious and everything else that I go, but yeah, just do something positive for someone or even yourself. So yeah, great history, Mr. Wilson. A proper English Duvel in a Trappist style. Can't really go wrong. Better than Tint Meadow. Well, thank you to everyone that's joined. Everyone that's joined now has a spanner. Those that haven't got a spanner have clearly missed out. But yeah, hope to see you in an hour or so over on Simo's. Thank you very much for joining, and I will catch you on the next one. Hopefully it won't be as hot. So thank you very much. Bye.